Hey there guys, how's it going, and welcome to a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary. Now, I do like to do these kind of Call of Duty commentaries every now and then, the old standard format, some nice gameplay. I chat about stuff to do with Call of Duty. I know I still like to watch that kind of thing, so I thought it'd be cool to provide that service for you, and I still think it's a tried and tested formula that works and is entertaining. I mean, a lot of people started watching Call of Duty videos on the internet because of commentaries. That's what they liked. I mean, there was a montage crowd as well, but I like to do commentary, so when I get a decent gameplay like this one, I will bust out a little commentary every now and then. I've got a topic or two that I wish to discuss as well. Now let's talk about the gameplay, just get that out of the way. What is it you're watching? This is me rushing around with a PP90M1, gold camo, silenced assault kill streaks, because to be honest with you, I just wanted to get a load of kills. I've been using specialists so much, I just thought, I wonder how easy it is actually to get the assault kill streaks with this gun, because I was getting, obviously now I've got a Moab with this gun, even after just a day or two of using it. I got loads of good scores, so I thought, well, I'm getting like, 15 kill streaks here, so surely I'm going to be able to get loads of AC-130s, whatever. And this is testament. Within 2 or 3 games of using the assault package with this gun, I got this gameplay, which is a nice score. If there was 6 people in the lobby the whole time, and this map wasn't so trolling, I would have got at least 60, 70 kills here. But unfortunately, people left in the middle of the game, and this map is horrible for air support. If this was on Village, I would have got 60, 70 kills, definitely. But as you'll see, one of my AC-130s decides to fly behind that big stupid mountain behind me, as I am on the gameplay, and I just can't get anything, because they've got the C flag, and that's where they are, so it's completely useless. So although I do get kill streak kills, most of the kills are with my guns. That's good gameplay, and I won't spoil it about whether I get a MOAB or not. And I know now I've said that, you're probably thinking, oh, he probably does get one, because he said, oh, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But also, maybe I'm just saying that to tease you. Maybe I'm saying that so you'll watch the rest of the video. I don't know, I'm sure you want to watch the rest of the video, because I haven't even started talking about what I wanted to talk about yet. Let's go on with that. I'm sorry, because I'm a little hungover today, and my mind is a little bit all over the place. So this is about the 10th time of me doing this commentary, but I'm determined I'm going to get through it this time and say what I want to say. So let's talk about the 2 topics, because I've actually written down the 2 things I want to talk about. And that's kind of interesting, actually, because some people do ask me, like, do you have set topics that you write down and then you go through a list of what you want to talk about, or do you do it all off the top of your head and blah, blah, blah? I tend to find when I've got something I want to talk about, I will write a couple of notes down just so I don't forget things, but 90% of my commentaries are just on the fly, off the top of my head. Also, the gold gun videos where I want to give tips, so I'll put a few things down, but most things just tend to like come into my mind as I watch the gameplay. Hope you like the epic AC-130 music. It's back again. Whenever I get AC-130, I always use this music, and I think it's pretty beast. But you'll see how crap this AC-130 is on this map. It really is terrible. Anyway, let's talk about the subject I want to talk about. And it's kind of going to be a rant. It's not really going to be a rant. It's more going to be a discussion / debate about things that are annoying in the game and why are they in the game, number one. And number two, what was the mentality of having these things in this game? Right, so what we're talking about, we want to talk about death streaks, and we're going to talk about support strike package, because those 2 things are mega trolling. We'll start with death streaks. Now, I really can't understand what they're thinking when they're actually programming this into the game. I can understand it because they say, well, they're there to kind of balance it out a little bit. I'm sorry, this is theatre mode, so some of the kills are going to look a bit weird like that. And I think the next like couple of minutes looks a little bit funny, but trust me, it was fine in game. It's just theatre mode trolling. Theatre mode trolling? Theatre mode. There you go. Look, that guy was like ice skating or whatever. Death streaks, they say it's to balance it out, to something to help the bad players, so that they, I don't know, so that they enjoy the game more. But that's kind of, it's kind of a backwards way of thinking. If you're doing bad, then what you want is to get better. You don't want to it's almost like an embarrassment. I know it would be for anyone who's actually trying to play the game. When you get your death streak pop up, I'm like, kind of like a bit embarrassed. I don't know about you guys, and I think, I mean, maybe that's a thing. It's good for. It's an embarrassing thing, and they should do that. What they should do is they should instead of death streaks being something that like makes you blow up or have a second chance or whatever, they should make it something that's embarrassing. So it says like maybe after you've been killed 5 times in a row, it just comes up down the bottom saying so and so is on a death streak, and that would be good, and that would be a funny death streak, and you could choose which death streak you have. Maybe for like after 8 kills in a row, you have to run around, I don't know, in a big suit that has like noob written on it or something, or like shoot me. They'd never do that anyway. It's just a funny idea I think that'd be cool. But let's talk about the death streaks. Now, Juiced isn't too bad. No one really complains about Juiced, and actually the logic for Juiced is pretty good, because if you are struggling, and most of the time if you're playing bad or struggling, you're being spawn trapped 90% of the time, unless you're playing free for all, I suppose, where the spawns are just all over the place. But Juiced isn't really a problem. Also, revenge isn't really a problem. But there's one main reason for that, and that's because no one really knows when they get killed by someone who has killed them with revenge. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it comes up and says that you were killed by someone who had revenged on. Do you guys think that people would get annoyed with revenge if they knew that the person that killed them had revenge on? For those of you who don't know, revenge basically comes up where the last person who killed you is on the map. It doesn't show you exactly, it's not like a perfect blackbird or something, but it flashes up every couple of seconds where they are. Maybe if people knew they were getting killed by Revenged, it would wind them up, but for the most part it doesn't, so that's a good one. Also, I was thinking maybe a decent death streak, if you want things to help people get better, would be to give, when someone respawns after 6 deaths or something, they could have all the gun proficiencies, obviously other than 2 attachments, so reduced flinch, reduced aim down sight. I don't think people would be too annoyed by that, because they'd still be getting killed by gun skill, you know. It'd just be like someone having the specialist, but it wouldn't be overpowered. Or maybe they could have one more perk, when a death streak could be 1 extra perk. I was thinking earlier, and I thought maybe they could have it so that a death streak would be, you could have all your specialist streaks unlocked when you just spawn, but that's too overpowered. So maybe for your death streak you could select an extra perk. So I'm not completely against the idea of death streaks. I am against people. Well, basically, they took the javelin glitch from Modern Warfare 2 and made it a death streak. I mean, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? How many times have you been close to a kill streak? Have you been close to a Moab and been killed by a death streak? And it's the most frustrating thing. The person who got you didn't deserve the kill. So this is where the game like lagged out. That's why I ran into a wall, but it managed to sort itself out. It's just so frustrating, especially for people, like the kind of people who are going to spend money on map packs and who invest time in their game. You know, they publicise it like I'm doing here. They glamorise it by making it look awesome in montages. Those people are going to hate death streaks, and these are the people you want to keep, surely. I mean, people are going to be more than happy to buy map packs and DLC if they're enjoying the game. So why would you take that hardcore crowd who is trying to sell a lot more DLC to and annoy them with death streaks? Or maybe a no death streak playlist, but then people can get play against so many noobs. Is there a no death streak playlist? There was a no perks playlist. I can't think if that's on Modern Warfare 3 or not. What was it called? Bare Bones. Was it in Black Ops? It was in, I think it was in Modern Warfare 2, because I remember playing Bare Bones Objective in Modern Warfare 2. Maybe it was in Black Ops as well. I don't know. So yeah, death streaks, absolute bullshit. Last stand, dead man's hand, last man's handstand, chance, brand, man, can, whatever. I call it last man's dead man's handstand last time, but whatever. So I think number 1, having funny death streaks. Number 2, having an extra perk would be a death streak. Juiced is fine. Revenged is fine. Take out dead man's, last man's handstand. Take out what's the other one? Last stand. I think there's one more. Martyrdom. Martyrdom's, you know, it really says something for how bad it's got when people don't really complain about Martyrdom anymore. Do you remember COD 4? I mean, yeah, there was a lot more Martyrdom in COD 4 because everyone had it on. Like, pretty much everyone. And every time you killed someone, they would drop a grenade. But it really goes to say something when people don't really notice or care about Martyrdom anymore because there's other perks and other death streaks which are worse. I mean, come on, how could you have made it worse, seriously? And also kind of think, who are the people who... Is there really a big of a crowd that says, well, I wasn't thinking about getting Modern Warfare 3, but it's got these death streaks, so when I get owned online, I can blow up, and I'm going to really enjoy that, and that'll make me want to play it loads. Like, do they really attract that many people? And surely it annoys more people than it attracts. Anyway, this commentary is over, and I haven't even gone into support streaks, but let's just keep it a death streak commentary, I suppose. Are they OP? Do you agree with what I think? What would you suggest for death streaks? Should they go? and what ones would you have if you could make some up. So I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and favourite the video if you do enjoy it. Really helps me out, only takes a second. And yeah, more of my videos coming up on screen now if you'd like to check them out as well. See you guys soon.